All right, we're here, we're driving along. Bubby, hubby, J-Man, Jan, John Nordstrand's with me. And then we got Bublynn, D, right? The smile, right? You see? Fuck yeah. Okay, so anyway, Bublynn, I can't do the hand thing. Coming in, hey, crushing this. Oh, what art? Yep, okay. So, I made this star, right? And this is the 10 planets, right? You know how I should have made a diagram. Hold on, let me pause this. I'll make a diagram for you guys. All right, we're back at it. So this is a new way to align a planetary hour system, right? And do a new calendar that aligns with the decans of the zodiac, right? So yeah, so basically this is our days of the week structure, right? So we have Saturday to Sunday to Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday to Friday, right? So, true. All right, and how this works is we have 24 hours, right? So if we go around 7 times, right, like this is a clock, right? Saturn being the slowest, I'll tell you how, yeah, this is how it's aligned. The slowest planet is Saturn, right? Then Jupiter, Mars, Sun taking a year, and the fastest the Moon taking 30 days. Jupiter is what, 12, Mars 2.5, Venus, what, it would probably be like, if it wasn't rotating around the sun, like, what, like 7 months, and then Mercury would probably be like 6 months, or probably like 5 months, I don't even know, man. But yeah, it's something like that, right? That's the speed, right? So now if we look at this like a clock and we go 24 hours, we go Saturn, it would take 7 to come around, then Saturn 8, 7 to come around, and then what, it would be 15, and then 7 to come around, and then it would be 22, right? So then 23, 24, Mars, wait, I don't think that's right, hold on, because we'd have 7, and then 8, and then 14, 15, 14, 15, and then, yeah, and then 21, 22, 23, 24, yeah, there we go. And then it would end on Sunday, right? So that's how it go around 24 hours through, and that's how the planetary system is. If you look at, and you know anything about planetary hours, right? And it would come through and it would make this 7-pointed star, right? So there is a balance about it. I do really like this, right? But I also feel like I like a system that maps onto the decans instead of the days of the week and our months, you know what I mean? So I made one up. So how does mine go? I'll start explaining. Look, so we have a clock here to say. So Pluto we have here, I named B. We have Neptune, I named Tune. We have Uranus, I named Ur. And then we have Saturn, I named Dues, like pay your dues, right? Jupiter, I named La, right? Like what's your la la land, what you resonate with. And then Mars, we have Go, right? Power, muscle. Sun, we have Show. Venus, we have High. Mercury, we have Flec, like reflect, right? And then Moon, we have Re, right? And so these are all things that I'm just going to stick with the planetary names for now so that we don't get confused, because it might be a lot, right? But, so, straight up, so if we're going through a day, it would be 10 hours to go around, right? So then once we get back to Pluto, because we'd start with Pluto, right? So it would start with Pluto day, right? Or bday. So Pluto day, we go 10 hours around, and then we'd be at bday, and then we go like 11, and then it would go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We'd end at La. So then the first week would be bday, right? Laday, creating the 5-pointed star, the first one. And this is the yang one, and I'll show you why. So this would be bday, laday, flecday, urday, and showday. Or classically, Pluto day, Thursday, Jupiter day, Wednesday, Mercury day, Uranus day, urday, or just, yeah, and then Sunday, showday, right? So that would be the first week. And then in order to indicate our progression, we should start on bday, but something that I like about time is it always moves forward, right? So there's a jump to where the next week starts on laday, right? And then we go through the star again, right? But we'd start there, right? And now that would be the first 10 signs, right? That'd be the first decan. Now, in order to indicate time moving backwards, right? Like the fact that if we look at the clockwork of the universe, right, the backdrop of everything is slowly going backwards, but we're always doing a forward progression, right? So now let's go back to the end of the first decan, right? So we went through B week, and then the next week, like we said, would start on La. So we'd have La week, so this would be laday, flecday, or like let's do Thursday, Wednesday, Uranus day, showday, and bday, right? It would end on bday. And so we think that we do the jump, right? Because we'd have the 24 hours in on laday, and we do the jump to indicate time moving forward, right? But instead, we jump to the next star, right, to indicate the next decan, right? So we'd have the yang decan, the yin decan, and then we'd move back to the yang decan. So what this would do is slowly we would have the first decan ruled by Pluto, the second decan ruled by the moon, and the third decan ruled by Mercury. But this would be the yang and the yin week. So look, if we look at this astrologically, right, and we put the houses mapped onto this, let's look at the white star versus the black star for a second. So the white star has the first house and the 12th house, right? The third house, the fifth house, the 9th house, and the 10th house. So this is how you express yourself publicly, how you hold your form publicly, what you stick to, right? How you express yourself, how you're, this would be the 8th house. The 8th house, yeah, like so this would be 1-8, right? Aries, Scorpio, right? And then, and then the 3rd house, how you communicate, and the 10th house, public life, and the 5th house, how you express yourself. And then the yin star, right? This would be, we'd have the 2nd house, right? What you hold value, what you've connected to, right? The 4th house, right? How you were received, what you come back to. The 7th house, your one-on-one relationships. Then your 9th house, right? What you resonate with, like not necessarily where you're going, what you've attached to, the yang, what you resonate with, the yin, what your purpose is, right? And then the 11th house, then the what you end up falling into publicly in order to make what you need to work, right? So then the way that this would set up is we'd start on Aries, right? And we'd have the first star for the first decan, and Aries would consist of yang, yin, yang, right? Because Aries is a yang, fire, active, stirring up, right? And then the next decan would be yin, yang, yin, right? Taurus, the yin, the holding form, right? And then we'd have another one, Gemini, right? Because we're going backwards on the star to indicate time, even though we're always seeing forward leaps, right, throughout the weeks and throughout every half decan, right? To give every half decan a new planetary ruler. Every half decan would be bday, then laday. And then the next one, when we get to the third part of Aries, would be flecday, and then urday, right? But anyway, so yeah, this would give each decan a yin, yang, yin, or yang, yin, yang combination to indicate, is it a fire air sign, yang stirrer, even though air is only part yang, right? But we're going to utilize its stirring qualities in this system versus Earth's holding qualities, which is also yang, right? And then Earth is going to be the yin, and so is the water, right? So anyway, so I'll probably come back to you more about how this lines up and when I'll actually start doing this calendar. But it is just an introduction onto system, right? So it's awesome. I'm so excited to start doing it. I'm gonna start doing tarot readings, aligning with the system, and if anyone's on board, or just let me know. Like, I'm really excited about it. So so when the spring equinox comes, I'm gonna start it on bday, and this calendar is gonna come into effect, and we're gonna bring it into life, right? And I still even did a past reading kind of aligned with it, and my next one will be aligned with it as well, but it's not fully in effect, I think, till we get to spring, because that's when the actual thing will start, right? So anyway, that's lit. Yeah, Bublynn coming in, crushing this art.